How's it going, boys and girls? My name is Michael S.K. and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, in the last episode, I got really scared. I was being too much of a pussy. I can't be doing that. I'm just making more of an idiot out of myself. It's time that I man up, and it's time that we continue some Doki Doki Literature Club. I took a day off from the YouTube grind, not because I was scared of this or anything. I was just busy. Yeah, busy. Anyways, time to get back on with it. Last time, if you're unaware, and this is where spoilers are really going to be coming in here, guys. So if you want to play the game for yourself, stop watching the playthrough and experience everything that goes on from here for yourself. But in the last episode, we done diddly fucked up, and Sayori hung herself, which is great. And as a result, the game is now fucking up. And I wish I was joking. I went into my character files, because I was sort of told to, and Sayori just doesn't exist. She doesn't exist in the game. We're playing through the game again, apparently, but it's like a different timeline. So we're still advancing, but it's as if we're having to start over. But I'm pretty sure things are going to be extremely different now, as the game is just glitching out, and I'm sure we're going to see some of that here. So without further ado, let us continue. I turned down the audio in this game just a little bit, not because I'm scared of terrible sounds and music or anything like that. I just wanted to lower it. Yeah. Anyways, with that, I depart the club room and make my way home. We got done with the quote-unquote first day of our adventure in the literature club. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. I'm going to start calling her Monika, because one of my friends who has played through this game says that's actually... Who knows what the correct pronunciation is, but he's heard it as Monika. I'll just go with Monika and stop trying to make it sound completely ridiculous. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most out of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, that's right. Alrighty, I guess we'll get right to it. Oh. A special poem? Well, I'm not a pussy, so let's read this shit. A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side or to a wall, anything. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Alright, I don't know what the hell that was about, but... So, yeah, I guess Sayori just really doesn't exist here. We're just sort of having to do things all over again. Well, if I had to choose a second, I didn't really choose Sayori, but we kind of just ended up on that path. I'd go for a Natsuki. So I guess we have to choose nice, cute words. Color, kiss, twirl, giggle, sticky, fireflies, yeah, bubbles, cheeks. There's a lot of... I am starting to notice that there really are some really just mean words here. Sparkle, party, shiny, nibble, hop, pink. It's the color of her hair, so I'd hope that'd work out. Aura. Oh, well, fuck. Actually, let's go with ribbon. Heart. Boop. Doki Doki. It's in the title. Candy and sugar. Alrighty. That's what I'm talking about as a spicy meatball. Hi again, Michael. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Now, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Yeah. Thanks for keeping your promise, Michael. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Yeah. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what is the music is kind of fucked. Or different. We're zooming in and we're turning. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. You're kind of blocking my view here, so something about a big mouth, but alright. I think she's saying Monika. I don't really know why she was blocking the text, but Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. I couldn't tell! Manga is literature. Shit, I was reading some manga today at work. I don't know if that's something I should be proud of. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Michael. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yeah, definitely feeling comfort as I'm zooming in. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. How did we come off as rude? Why are we getting crooked? No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. And can we discuss why I'm still crooked? How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Did this happen in the first go-around? Did we get a book from her? I know we didn't slowly zoom in on everything and rotate the screen. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure this did happen. I want to say it did. Oh, thank God, we're back to normality here. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. Oh, before we get too far into this, if there's any more glitching around, which I assume there will be with the screen, I noticed when I was editing that my DX Tory stuff in the top left will actually start to show, which I think is a little cool to add to the spooky effect that this game is fucking falling apart. So I guess you guys get a little glance at my lovely timers or my frame rate indicators in the top left, besides the one that's in the top right all the time. But yeah, we have Natsuki saying ugh. Oh, and by the way, I also fucked up in the last episode. I forgot to do a few edits. Probably nothing noticeable, but I'll make sure to do things right this time. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet, and it sounded like a sigh. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Yeah. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? That was really weird. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. I guess the font thickness or the outline thickness Or no, it's the stroke thickness. That's what it is. I'm trying to think of the Photoshop vocabulary here. It's a little bit too high in the numbers there. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. All the time. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. Well, that's good to know. What's that supposed to mean? I see! And there's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I feel like I can understand. Like, I've got an entire, like, volume set over here of, like, Tokyo Ghoul. And the one that I'm reading right now is not in the set, so looking at it looks kind of annoying. Or irritating. I don't know. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life, and I don't think I ever want to hear about it. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. Or both. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. What? She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was in the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Michael. Consider this a lesson. What the fuck is that? Don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Man, we're just getting books this time. Which I guess is what you should expect out of a literature club instead of fucking poems. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. That's how you say that, right? Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? In my opinion, yes. I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Yeah, we can. Huh? Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Not weird at all. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. By the way, if I've missed, like, any, like, weird glitches or anything, I've kind of been looking at the lower part of the screen and not at anything else because that's usually where things happen. Not because I'm a pussy or anything, and I'm definitely not sweating a lot while playing this. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Huh? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Sometimes that's a pretty good genre. This game is not that genre. I kind of grew out of these. Since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. I actually liked Real Life. That was a pretty good one. Though I think I gave it like a 6 out of 10 on AniList for some odd reason. Well, this is cute. I feel like that's gonna change fast. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. Aren't we a character with no friends? I thought that was what the deal was. You know what I mean? Apparently not. You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Ah. Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. It's parfait girls. It sounds weird. They just think manga is for kids. Yeah, Tokyo Ghoul back here. Kids around 10 years old. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, huh? You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Yeah. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. What the fuck is with her dad? Except Monika is kind of a jerk about it. Ugh. I just can't win, can I? Well, it's paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Well, fuck. So, and then we laugh. Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Oh, she fell asleep. That's cute. However, I don't want to say that because I feel like something's going to happen. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey. Hey. What's going on, man? Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? No, I don't think anything here is okay. Here. Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to get... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Michael. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that before, for sure. No worries, Monika. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Oh, that's right. We have that going on. Well, I guess let's go see Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday, and it's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Fuck, I forgot to save. Then again, does anything really matter at this point? The game's all fucked up. Okay. Well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, wait a minute. I centered... My poem is all cutesy for her. Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Huh? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Ugh. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monika said. Ugh. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Damn, dude. The old bamboozle. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Ugh, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Okay, wait, we've seen this before, right? Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah, we've seen that before. Nothing's really changed. That's still the same old thing. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. I feel like this is the same shit that was said last time. So people don't even try to take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Ah, fuck, I clicked off the screen like a dumbass. Like in this poem. I don't know why my mouse cursor was like peering all the way over to the left. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've heard all of this, and I think that's why the skip button is there, but I don't know if anything different is going to come up, and I'd like context, so we'll deal with it. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, I guess we'll go to Monika next. Yuri's the shy bitch that, for some reason, I just can't connect to. Hi, Michael. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have... if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. And don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha ha ha. Don't worry, Michael. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like it, Michael. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. That doesn't sound great, actually. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like what we saw earlier. Yep, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in Wall. I don't think this is one that we've read yet, so... Hole in Wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic I don't know what the hell that is. Scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crickle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany. It's that word again. God damn it. It's been influencing my poems a bit. I don't know how to say that word, and it was the same issue last time. Something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other? Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I don't really know why I always get advice from her, but let's see what Yuri has to say. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? In this timeline, it is. Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same shit. We've done a lot of repeating in this one, but whatever. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? So, ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicker back. It's the same poem, I'm pretty sure. I'm so sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. No, it didn't! Come on. This game just doesn't know my quick reading skills. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. Or really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Michael. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And so soon to be left without nothing, or with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. And it looks like we're done. Alright, we'll stop it here before any scary shit happens. That wasn't as bad, in my opinion. So, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for watching, guys. The pitch on this music is different, but that's okay, because we're not having to play anymore in this episode. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Oh man, I can relax a little bit. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. I'll try to keep up with it. It's just, Jesus Christ. I feel anxious just trying to jump into this, but I feel that obligation to complete it, so we'll see what happens. So I'll see you guys, hopefully, in the next episode. Take it easy.